It's transfer season, and so the Sooners have seen a couple of seniors decide that they're going to go ahead and go somewhere else to pursue the rest of their career. Let's talk about what that means for the Sooners. All that coming up here in about 10 seconds. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jay here with Unfair Sports, where we take a pensive approach to the sports conversation. And in this video, we're going to talk about the two players that just entered the transfer portal for the Sooners in Corey Roberson as well as Jaden Davis, and kind of what that means long-term for the team. So stick around and we'll talk about that in detail. So before we do that, hop in the comments, let your boy know. What's your thoughts on losing some senior contributions? You know, it kind of hurts, but at the same time, we'll talk in detail of what this truly means down the line. If you are new to the channel, hit that like, subscribe, and the bell notification and join the family. We are on the road for 10,000 subs, and I would love for you to join the family. And if you've been here for a while, hit that share button. Why? Because sharing is caring. And so in this video, let's dive into it. We've got a starting cornerback, and we had a defensive lineman that was a contributor to the team for the most part. And so let's start off with Corey, what all of that means. And so we all know Corey. He is a fifth-year senior at a Manville High School in the Houston area. He had announced via Twitter over the weekend. We talked about it on the live stream more in depth, but Corey was more so a contributor. He was on the line. He didn't really start a lot. He got 26 games in with about 4 starts. And that was in 2020, and he did not see the field last season. And so depth-wise on that defensive line, I know that's a big concern for a lot of the Sooner fans here, and we've talked about that ad nauseum over the last few videos, but I highly recommend breathing in this circumstance. Corey may not have played a lot. He did contribute there, on the practice side and, providing good depth just in case, but overall, there just wasn't a place for him at the time, and he recognized that, and he recognized that there was an opportunity to actually play somewhere else. And so as a fifth-year senior, I can't be mad at him. I totally commend. So his 6'3", 297-pound frame will definitely be wanted somewhere and can be potentially leveraged. Unfortunately, we could not here with all of the moving parts that we've done in the transfer portal as well as recruits. Kind of got phased out. And so good luck to Corey. I wanted to give him that good luck. Like I said, we talked about him in depth on the live stream. Definitely go check that out. I'll make sure to do a clip and add that to the video so that way you can dive into that a little bit more with me and the panel. But besides Corey, let's jump into this Jaden Davis one. Now, the Jaden Davis one was really an intriguing move, in my personal opinion, because initially it looked like he was going to get the start going into next season. He is a senior, came out of the 2019 class, and he was a pretty solid contributor. He played a lot. 21 games is what he started over his career, and he kind of lost his starting spot when he got injured, and CJ Colden walked in and started to play like a madman. And of course, a lot of us wanted CJ to make his valiant return this year, but he did not. He is headed to the draft, and we're going to wish CJ very well. Same thing to Jaden, but Jaden has done some good stuff. He wasn't someone that ended up, to me, on a lot of highlight reels of just really, really bad. He was more quiet as far as his contributions, but because of the depth that we're seeing at the secondary position, I totally saw that he would potentially be one of the guys that would be phased out. You've got, the transfers like Kenai Walker, and then you've got the new freshman coming in, Josiah Wagner. You brought in Kendall Doby, Makari Vickers, who can play both DB as well as safety. Gentry Williams, who's looking like he's coming back. And then when Jaden Rowe gets healthy, I could potentially see him rotating around. And then, of course, you've got some more class members like Jacoby Johnson, who's going to play corner. He's going to come back. He's going to come in this summer. And so it makes sense that Jaden wasn't going to last. The pressure of the push from the guys behind him probably made him see the writings on the wall. He recognized that, I'm probably not going to keep this spot for very long. And so he decided that he's going to take that opportunity to go somewhere where he's definitely going to start and he can be one of the best players on the team. And I'm not mad at him for it. I think the one thing I want Sooner fans to understand, and this is really what it means around Jayden Daniels taking this leave and moving on. These aren't the only two players we're going to see leave this roster. I believe we need to get down to 85 scholarship players, meaning that we're not at 85. And because of that, you're going to see some players shift out and you're going to see other players shift in. We're definitely hitting the transfer portal a lot harder than you all believe or think, because we've got a lot of gaps that we need to fill, especially for the schemes that we're trying to run in preparation for this season and moving forward into the SEC. So do not be shocked to see that we have more players going into the portal. And you know me, every time I get one down the line, I'm definitely going to drop a video and talk about it, what I feel like the impact is. And I'm going to ask you all, hop in the comments and let me know what you think about this movement. I'm here for you, the people. We would love to chop it up and discuss it. So keep that in mind as you go through these videos, that we're going to talk about it. I'm going to make sure to put something out there. And then you all can just let me know what you think. You can fire off. But I do ask to be respectful to a lot of these kids. Some of them, you know, they're making this choice because they feel like it's best for them. And a lot of the conversations are between them and the coaching staff. Don't forget, some coaching staffs do recommend to the players, might be a good idea to go, you know, shop around in the portal because you may end up falling out of rotation. And I'm all for that. Sometimes you want to make sure you have certain players in place that you know are going to be going into the game and playing. And so losing the experience of Jayden Davis hurts. I would prefer to have that experience than not. But at the same time, with the talent that we have accumulated, I think we'll be fine. I am very confident to say we'll be fine. We'll probably see a lot of Kendall Doby, as well as some Gentry Williams, maybe some Robert Spears Jennings. You might see a little bit of Jaden Rowe, his shoulders back to what it needs to be. And Josiah Wagner, which I've heard that he has walked out there and has become the man on the football field in practices, looking at the film and reading and listening to some others talk about it. I think we're going to be good. And so salute you, Jayden. Good luck out there. Hopefully you find a nice spot to land and you can go out there and be a really good contributor and help your draft stock and make it to where, you know, you can continue your future. So as we wrap this bad boy up, hop in the comments, let your boy know your thoughts on who we should even go after. Dropped a video about Big Bear Alexander that we're hopefully going to pursue, because I think he's a player you have to go after with that size. And hopefully we have a particular former player that we can make into a staffer that will, you know, help out with that. If you are new to the channel, hit that like, subscribe, and the bell notification. We are on the road to 10,000, 8,500 so far, 1,500 left. Need your help to get to that point. Share. Why? Because sharing is caring. So YouTube says watch one of these videos. I recommend keeping it going. You'll see the one here about Corey as well as Coach potentially McCoy. We'll talk about all of this here more in a few days. Peace.